Hi y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Ravenclaw Queen. I'm chilling today. I wanted to film over here. Now that I have a tripod, I can kind of set up anywhere. But we're doing another Maniac Monday video. I'm actually going to be going through my wellness recovery plan with you guys. So this wellness recovery plan is something, well, it's called Wellness Recovery Action Plan. I think that's what the A stands for. I put WRAP. Anyway, so I mentioned this in another video, but the last hospital I was in, I had to come up with this recovery plan. So it will just help me stay on track with like what I guess will do in certain situations, or like how I see myself and what I want myself to be like as like a functioning citizen in society. So the first part of it, I'm just gonna go through it how I have it like written. And mind you, I did this in October of 2022. So of course there's some things on here that I probably would modify, I guess. And there's things on here that I don't do to this day, and I'm still fine. These were just things that I thought of at that time. So yeah, and it's only 4 pages, really 3, because the last page I didn't actually have anything typed on it. So yeah, it's just 4 pages or 3 pages. So the first section is kind of me just describing what I feel like when I am in a good place. So I said, when I feel well, I am outgoing, laughing, sober, and not aggressive. I'm friendly and approachable because I am smiling. I am talkative, especially in person. I am more aware of the company I'm around, and my attitude is positive. I'm discovering new ideas and making sure I'm doing activities that are wellness focused. I'm writing or listening to music or walking in a park. So I would say all of that is still very true, like to me, like definitely personality wise, like I'm very extroverted and I like to do stuff, go out. Like I started working at Topgolf partly because I am so outgoing that I just wanted to be in an atmosphere where I would be able to talk and interact with a lot of different people. So I definitely think that job is good. So the next section is, what do you need to do for yourself every day to keep yourself feeling well? Also, like, these questions are not like my questions. They were questions the hospital like this has already been used before, like this template, I guess. So like we're just kind of filling in what we would do personally. So excuse me. So my first thing I have is check in with God, pray, make my bed, use the bathroom, wash my hands, read affirmations, go outside for fresh air, exercise with E2M, eat breakfast, at least a snack or a drink, take morning medications, drink water, make sure to brush my teeth, shower, put on lotion, deodorant, get dressed, listen to a book while doing hygiene, write in my notes and check my to-do list, eat lunch, watch TV for an hour, hang out with family, eat dinner, take dinner meds at bedtime, take bedtime meds, lay down by 11 p.m., wake up by 8 a.m. So this was kind of like step by step every day, like kind of what I would do. Now that I'm like working and stuff, this is not exactly what I do every day. Like I haven't read affirmations in so long. I probably should do that. Now I do write down affirmations in my planner that I have over there. I'm not gonna get it because it's kind of far, but I have a planner, and each month at the beginning there's a page where it gives you a section to write down your goals for the month, and then you can write down affirmations for the month. So I do write down affirmations, and sometimes I'll like read them over. Like if I'm looking at my planner, I'll go read them, but like I'm not looking in my mirror every morning like Issa Rae saying affirmations. But I mean, I think that's good if you like to do that. I've never actually really done that prior to like learning about affirmations when I went to the hospital. I think my mother, she may use them, and I know like years ago one of my friends gave me this like mason jar that had pieces of paper in it, and I can like pull out a paper and it'll have like an affirmation or something like positive on it. So that helped me, but in terms of like reading affirmations like daily, I don't do that now. Also, I'm not really still like not into audiobooks, so I said listen to a book while doing hygiene. I prefer to listen to music if I'm gonna listen to anything, or watch like a YouTube video. But it has to be like a YouTube video that I don't necessarily need to like look at the screen if I'm doing other things, because I like to actually watch the people that I watch, like the vloggers I watch. Also, I want to do a video on the vloggers that I watch, so maybe I'll do that. Just like saying who they are and like why I like watching them or something like that. Um, so I still write in my notes, and I do like to-do lists and stuff like that. But yeah, the only thing that's not included on this list is like going to work, because I didn't have a job at that time. And then now that I make YouTube content, I would say that's something that I do almost daily. So yeah. The next section is, what do you need to do, not every day, to keep your overall wellness and sense of well-being? So the first thing I had, of course, was go to therapy. Then I have exercise, because I don't necessarily exercise every day. Then I put go to primary care appointments at my primary care doctor, which I do all three of those things. Then going to the next page, go to my psychiatric appointments. I do that as well. Call a friend or family member, maybe someone I haven't seen in a while. Have a sip and paint. I haven't done that. And I put in quotations juice, which is hilarious because I'm not supposed to be drinking alcohol with my medication. Well, I would say you're not supposed to abuse alcohol, but I honestly have been weaning myself off of my meds because I want to be able to live without medication. And I know that it's possible, because it is possible for me, because I did it for like 22 years living without meds. So I really think that like for my mental, I want to be able to function without medication. And then I could have a movie night with friends or family, play a card game, go for a walk in the park, listen to music. Yeah, so that's cool. The next section I really want to focus on, it's about my triggers, because I really think people need to understand like what triggers them in order to prevent different episodes. So it says identifying your triggers. So triggers are external events or circumstances likely to set off a chain reaction of behaviors, thoughts, or feelings. So a lot of my triggers I listed here. So I said needing money, stressing about how to get money, or being broke or overspending. Darkness, not being able to see where I am walking or driving at night. Like, I kind of have a fear of the dark. Not as severe anymore as when I was a kid, but like I just don't like being in the dark. And that could also be a mental thing. Like, I don't like feeling like I don't know what's next or something. The news, local reports of violence. So back in like 2020, 2021, 2022, the news was very like triggering for me because of COVID, Black Lives Matter protests, like just police officers killing Black people. Like, those type of events really did affect me. So I try to limit how much news or like social media news I look at. And then I have advertisements with alcohol or sex related ads, or ads about depression. So similar to that, so like advertisements about things that kind of like make me feel some type of way. Because at this time that I was writing this, I did think that I had an issue with alcohol, like a problem. Not necessarily I was an alcoholic, but I just was drinking more than I should have been. And I also think that I have like a sex addiction that I'm working on. And clearly ads about depression are going to trigger anyone who's dealt with depression, I feel like. So then another trigger, this is kind of funny to me. I put the grocery store. So having to buy items and walk around and look for stuff. I don't know why, but I think it's partly the pandemic as well. But going to the grocery store has now become like, well, not now, but at the time, I think I just hated going to the grocery store. And I think it is because of like the germs, the people, like, ugh. And the prices have went up. And then, so another trigger I have is the gym. So comparing myself to others and what to do. I don't really have that issue anymore, because when I go to the gym, I like already have set what I'm going to do, and I really don't try to like copy anyone else. Then I have parties. So any gathering triggers my anxiety, because I put trees, but I'm talking about weed and alcohol maybe there. I also put my ex on here as a trigger. And I think people should understand that people can also be triggers in your life. Like, they may not be an actual, like, trigger because they're not an external event or circumstance, but remembering certain circumstances around that person can trigger you. So that's why I put my ex. So then the next section is avoiding triggers, how to limit exposure. So it says be mindful of the type of parties or outings I go to. Well, I'm saying it says, this is literally things I put. Get glasses for driving at night, which I did get glasses. I don't really wear them at night like I'm supposed to, but well, when I went to the place, they said that I didn't really have a problem with seeing. It may just be like the glare from the different lights when I'm driving. So then I put make a list for the grocery store, because if I have a list, then I won't be like scrambling to figure out what I need. Make a budget for money. Oh, I have been budgeting so much this year. I'm so proud of myself. Ask for monetary help when necessary. I do ask my parents for money. Do not watch the news when feeling anxious or limit it to 30 minutes in the morning. Okay, I don't really watch the news at all, but that's a good idea. Work out at home, do yoga for mindfulness. So I haven't been working out at home. I have been like really just doing Topgolf as exercise because I've already lost 8 pounds just from going up and down the stairs, like food running that I do there. And I do drink running sometimes. So like I'm walking on my feet for like at least 6 hours during my shift. So I haven't been to the gym really at all in March. I'm gonna start going when I have time, but just because I want to lift weights. But in terms of cardio, like I'm getting my cardio in. And I haven't done yoga in a minute either, so I do want to do yoga. So the next section is coping with triggers when they occur. What can you do to keep these triggers from getting worse? So I have communicate better with friends and family about expectations, exercise, dieting or eating on the meal plan with E2M. I haven't been doing E2M, that is another thing. But that's because E2M is like encouraging you to do the workouts through Facebook. So that's like a home workout. And I really don't like working out at home. I prefer to go to the gym. My mom still does it though. In terms of the dieting part though, I could still eat on the meal plan. I just think their meal plan is a little bit extreme for my liking. So go outside for natural light and fresh air or walk in the park. So with the weather getting good, I'm gonna start like going to the park more now that the weather is nice. Getting enough sleep. This is so important for me because part of the reason why I ended up in the hospital the last time was because I was not sleeping. So it says so getting enough sleep. I have on here 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's like because for my job at Miracle Ear, I had to be up by around like 7. So I wanted to make sure if I wanted 8 hours, I had to go to bed by 11 p.m. Then I have addressed some issues in my therapy appointments, which I feel like I always address stuff in therapy. So read a book that motivates me or helps clarify my diagnosis is whatever. I haven't actually found a book about bipolar disorder, so if anyone has like a good recommendation, please let me know. I haven't actually even looked for one. I think at the time when I wrote this, I was kind of more like just trying to figure myself out, but now that I'm comfortable in being bipolar, I think I do want to find some literature about it that I can read. So writing in my journal or do poetry. So I've definitely been writing in my journal. I have like a diary form journal that I use. Like I'll put like today's date and then I'll write my journal entry. I love doing that. I actually need another one because I'm almost out of paper. So I haven't been doing poetry or like just writing my novel that I'm working on, which I haven't talked about this because like it's not real yet because I haven't really like made a real plan of like a lot of authors, I think they write on a schedule, like they have goals of like how much they want to write by a certain time. I have not done that yet, but I am writing a book that's going to be like basically about my life, but I'm going to embellish it with a lot of random things, and like people that don't like know that it's about my life aren't going to know that it's about my life. Like I'm going to like have like the protagonist is going to be a black woman, but like she's going to get married. Like it's going to be very different from my life, but it's going to have some of the same things. Like it's going to show kind of like what I want and what I don't want in my life, but like I'm very much into drama, so I want it to be like very dramatic. So I don't think my experiences are dramatic enough for what I want. So yeah. So then I have on here, attend a separate group, maybe AA meeting. So I don't really drink as much as I was before I went to the hospital, so this doesn't really apply. So I have not done that. I mean, I may try to find a group of people who deal with anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder that I could talk to, but other than that, I feel like my therapist is like, I love my therapist, so I feel like she has been like that person. And I honestly don't know if I would even benefit from talking to other people who deal with the same issues, because even though we have the same diagnosis, I feel like I was talking about in another video, everybody's like mental health, how they've developed it over time, or like how it manifests for them is different. So I don't even know if I would really benefit from. Now, if me and that person have like very similar experiences, then yes, it might help to see what they're doing to make sure they maintain good mental health, but I don't know. So then I have do something special for someone else. So what I learned a lot in life is when you help other people, it will make you feel good as well. So, which I'm not saying to help people just so you can feel better, but I think that is a good way to do, like, just be positive. So then I have flower photography, which is funny because I just took 2 flower pictures yesterday, but I haven't been taking them like for over a year. Okay, then for my last trigger thing, my last thing to help with triggers is aromatherapy. So I love aromatherapy. So put on some lotion or spray a nice scent or make some food. A lot of people think aromatherapy is just like perfumes and stuff, but you can make food and that can be an aroma. So yeah, so the next section is early warning signs, subtle changes. So subtle changes are like basically things that I'm either doing or not doing that can be a warning sign that my mental health is starting to decline. So I put on here not doing my hygiene, so showering or brushing my teeth twice a day, not answering phone calls from friends and family, like isolating myself, not wanting to get out of bed and go to work, missing my appointments, not communicating with my manager or with other supports outside of family, eating too many sweets, not keeping my room clean, drinking alcohol or smoking weed, oversharing on social media. Okay, so some of these I would have comments on. So, in terms of not wanting to get out of bed and go to work or missing my appointments, I haven't done that, but missing an appointment, I wouldn't say is necessarily an early warning sign. I would say it depends on why I missed the appointment. Like, did I just oversleep, or did I like dread going to the appointment and that's why I missed it? Like, I feel like that has to have a little bit more context, because I could miss an appointment just by chance, but if I'm missing it intentionally, then okay, yeah, that's a warning sign. And then not wanting to go to work or get out of bed or whatever to go to work, then I feel like that's kind of normal for me. But now that I'm transitioning into hopefully a better job, if I get this job, I don't think I'll have that issue. But yeah, not communicating with people and like not answering my phone is definitely a early warning sign for me, because like I communicate with people all the time. So if I'm starting to isolate and not talk about what's going on, then that's a problem. And then not showering or brushing my teeth, that's also a problem, because I have been so on top of my hygiene for the past, over the years. Like I shower like twice a day now, like with it getting warm outside. So yeah, if I stop showering, that's a problem. I haven't really had an issue with alcohol or weed. My room is a mess right now. So that's kind of like one of those things that's like, it's not good, but it also doesn't necessarily mean that my whole mental health is declining. I definitely do want to just do a whole makeover in my room, but I'm trying to wait until I figure out if I'm going to get this apartment or not, because it doesn't make sense for me to buy all this stuff. And then I have oversharing on social media, which that's kind of irrelevant now. At the time it was relevant because like I said, I was doing all those crazy tweets and stuff. But now that I have a whole YouTube channel and I'm pushing out content on purpose, I don't think that would be an early warning sign. I'm gonna read again like another version of what I'm feeling like when I'm well. Alexis is a kind and considerate person. She tends to look at life in a more positive light. She used to let alcohol control how much fun she is having, but now she knows she can laugh and be social without substances that interfere with her medicines. When I am well, I take my medications and listen to the doctors about their suggestions. I also listen to the boundaries and concerns from my supporters. Alexis is high energy and talkative. Alexis is more conscious of her personality around others and her surroundings. Then, symptoms of when I'm not well. When I'm yelling or being very impulsive with thoughts or traveling or accepting different tasks or work that overwhelms me. If I'm avoiding hygiene or even doing my hair, that's a sign I need help. If I try to drive drunk or try to go without sleep. If I'm obsessing over social media, make me delete the apps. If I'm isolating myself from people, be concerned. So that's everything that I have from my wellness recovery action plan. If you guys have any questions about that or want to know more, especially about like the triggers section, because I think there's a lot of triggers that I probably miss. I have to like experience it as a trigger to know that is a trigger. But if you also have bipolar disorder and you want to just comment on what your triggers are, leave a comment below or message me if you don't feel comfortable saying it in front of other people. Also, if you need resources for therapy, just information about your diagnoses, like a primary care doctor, if you want a recommendation for a Black physician, I have a wonderful primary care physician. If you want recommendations for therapy, I'm not sure if I can recommend my therapist as like I don't want to give her name out or anything, but I go to Catawba Mental Health though. So if you are in the Rock Hill area, Catawba Mental Health is in Rock Hill, and that's where I go for my psychiatrist therapy appointments. I go to Novant, Steel Creek for primary care. For my massages, that's not something mentioned in here because that wasn't something I was doing, but I do get massages monthly and I get facials. As you can see, probably I'm not sure. I get facials monthly. I get my nails and hair done. So if you want those details of who I go to for those things, for the spa/chiropractor, it's called OM Spa. I actually haven't had an adjustment yet with the chiropractor, but I do want to have an appointment with him just to see if I need anything done to my back. With all this working at Topgolf, I'm going up and down stairs and my back does start to hurt. So I would like to see if he sees anything. But yeah, other than that, continue to stay tuned for my videos. I'm gonna try to push out more content. I realize that there is a large span of people who may be looking at my videos in terms of like race, age, ethnicity. So I do want to like give you guys something different and everything. So I'll talk more about that maybe in a different video since this is focused on mental health. Like I said, if you guys have any recommendations for books for people with bipolar disorder, I would love to find like a book to read on that. Currently, just if you guys are interested, I just bought this book called Outlive. It's by Peter Attia, and he is like a doctor or something, but it's about rethinking medicine to live better longer. I'm like very interested in like our healthcare system and how it compares to other countries. I did a whole study abroad in my sophomore year at Furman where we learned about sociology of health, and we specifically studied Cuba, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Mexico. And Cuba has a very long life expectancy, and they focus more on preventative health care. So I just thought that was really cool to learn about, and how our country, we focus more on treatment of illness and not prevention of illness. So this book kind of touches on that too, and like different types of medicine and the 4 types of deaths that we see mostly when it comes to our health in the US. So it's really interesting, especially if you want to live longer and have a healthy life. Like, I definitely think reading books like this is good. Also, self-help books I think can be good. I'm not really big on self-help books because I think some of these people are giving at you just like common sense things, if that makes sense. Like, I think some of these conclusions that people come to are things that you could figure out on your own. However, I have a god sister who like, she reads all types of financial books or like just motivational type of books. So I might try to get into that just to like give you guys some insight on them and see if you guys would be interested. I want this channel to be like a window that you can look through, and you can decide to go through the window or a door, but you don't have to. So like I want to give you guys cooking videos so you can guys see what I like to cook, how I cook. I'm giving you guys vlogs, so what I do day to day. I'm giving you travel vlogs, what I do when I go on vacation or where I go on vacation, just tips, all of that. I want to give you guys book reviews, food reviews on like food I try at restaurants. So I really just want to give you guys a little bit of everything so that everyone, like I was saying, like the different demographics can all enjoy something. So yeah, this week we'll get this Maniac Monday video. Then I'm going to do a cooking video because I noticed that you guys tune into my cooking videos a lot more than my other videos. So also the Get Ready With Me's, I think you guys really like those too. So, which I'm having so much fun with those because I love playing in my makeup. I'm actually going to do the Sephora sale. So if you guys don't know, Sephora is having their 30% off sale this week. So I think it's on Friday. So I get paid this week too. So it's going to work out perfectly. But yeah, I just have a few things I want to get. Nothing like too crazy. And then, yeah, so I'll probably give you guys like this video, and then I am going to upload my Carolina Cup little like short video, and then a short video of my Easter vlog. I don't know if they're going to actually be shorts. They're not going to be long videos, so if they're regular videos, but I think the Easter vlog I'll just make into a short because I don't really have much like videos from that. And then so I'll try to upload that by tomorrow. And then on Wednesday and Thursday I'm off from Topgolf. So I do have an apartment tour on Thursday. I'm touring this apartment complex. So I might take you guys along with me for that. I'm not really going to give details about where I'm touring at because I don't want anyone to know where I'm going to be living if I do decide to live there. And then Wednesday specifically, I'll probably do my cooking video. Well, I'll probably do Uber Eats most of the day. And then if I have enough money to go buy the ingredients, then I'll do my cooking video. Or I'll see if my mom can get the ingredients for me. And then, yeah, so it'll be Maniac Monday, Carolina Cup, Easter vlog, apartment tour / that'll probably be a short anyway. And then if I go out Friday, I'll do a Get Ready With Me on Friday with a story time. So yeah, so that's kind of like what this week will look like. I actually work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'm not gonna be able to like, I don't know when I'll actually record the Get Ready With Me because I work from 4:30 to 10:30 on Friday. So if I go out with my friends, I'd have to like get ready before work and then change my clothes. So I probably won't go out Friday. I'll probably just wait until next week, or I'll see if someone wants to go out with me Thursday night because I get paid Thursday. But yeah, so either way, you're gonna get content this week. Like I said, I do want to do a video talking about my favorite vloggers, so that may be something that we will have this week as well. But thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.